I've been playing this world for almost 2 years now. And the strange thing is, the longer I play, the less I feel like I need to finish it. There's always another path that could lead somewhere. Another empty coastline that could become a place. Another reason to stay just a little longer. And sometimes, all you really need is a place that shows the way. Hello everybody, welcome to another video. If you're new to this channel or this video randomly just popped up in your YouTube feed, my name is Tobs. I'm playing in the same Minecraft world for almost 2 years and just let you be part of this world by posting these videos on YouTube of how I play Minecraft, how I play the game, and let you be part of what I try to create and build. So today we are still working towards our goal to have a beautiful place for each village breeder in each biome. And you can see behind me we have another dirt hut, and this is the plains villager breeder that we want to transform today. And today I really have I have a great idea what I want to do, but probably the project will be a little bit bigger than expected. So let's hop in, let's join me, make it comfy, and let's be part of this episode. So the initial plan was to build on the island where we have the dirt hut, but yeah, I couldn't remember that the island is that big, so we are going to build our own island, custom island, into the ocean here, into the water, and making a nice little place out there. And let's see if he drops a trident. No, that's bad. Oh, I'm drowning. Oh. Keeps happening all the time when I don't wear my full armor. Yeah, I saw a YouTube video by Caitlin Craft, or Caitlin Crafting, I think is the right word of the channel. So, somewhat of an island in an ocean with a lighthouse and some other builds around there. So I felt like I want to reuse the schematics of building this island, but then from there on I really started to build or do my own thing. So let me start first with that, align ourselves with the coastline and the ground in the ocean. As I said, starting by using the schematics, and then I will catch you up once we progress a little bit. So I built the full island, not beautiful yet, it's just like a tower in the ocean. But before we progress any further with building, I went underground, so let's say in the basement. I want to have this netherwort farm, because for the light tower I envision to use a mix between the white and red, and for the red I want to use as main block the red nether wart. So yeah, when I looked it up what is all needed to have a lot of red nether wart blocks, I was I just realized that this means I need a lot of nether wart, so we need to have a manual farm. I'm not aware if there's any way to automate that, so I just started with doing that first and plant that first so it can grow, and then I can harvest it from time to time. So that once we start building the lighthouse, we will have enough blocks. And since it's in the basement and we use spruce everywhere, like on this island as well, I thought it would look nice to use for once a little bit another color. So it's in the basement, could be a little bit darker. Also with the nether wart, maybe there's just some different air that just changed the wood a little bit. So we use the dark oak and just use it all around. Eventually I will just then change the walls, or just change the walls, not of just having stone, but we will leave that out with wood. Just the supporting beams and the ceiling should be wood, and we mix it between logs and planks. As always, just a different color. So the next thing I want to make it be part of this place is... Oh no! I just can't repeat myself every episode. I don't know why I don't hear them. It's just... I hear zombies, I hear all the other mobs, but the creepers, they keep blowing up. And I don't know where they came from. Maybe from up here. So, especially now because it's getting dark, let's just light up the place like crazy. I don't want any hostile mobs to spawn in here. Yeah, as I said, I want to have a turtle farm here as well, inside of the lighthouse. And by turtle farm, I just say the scoot farm. That's wrong. Which a turtle farm is probably one of the slowest farms that you can have, just because it takes so long for the turtle eggs to hatch. So also before we spend hours here building and trying to make this place look beautiful, I want to have this farm in place. So you see, I placed a block every other block and replaced it then, just placed some sand on top of it. Because the turtle, they need sand to lay their eggs, where they will eventually hatch. And then by doing that, they will just feel like that's their home place in here. And now, just to make sure that we'll have enough turtles to start for the farm to run, we need to close all the spots where the baby turtles could fall in. And that's just in the beginning, because then once we have enough to breed and lay their eggs, we will take the spruce slabs away so that the baby turtles will fall in between the blocks. And once they grow, they will suffocate, and when they grow, they will drop their scoots and some seagrass as well. And this will allow us that we'll have always enough food to grow them and to breed them. And you can see it took a long time, but we already have our first baby turtle and even our first scoot they dropped. Oh, how many are these? 2? It feels like there are more baby turtles. And they're breeding again. That's insane. Perfect. Let me grow that as well. 3 scoots. Nice. So you see, the farm is working pretty well. It just takes you approximately like 7 days, nights for the eggs to hatch. But I believe this sound and movement of this turtle means they just laid another egg. Yeah, 2. That's nice. So I want somewhat like 6 to 8 turtles having a year before we will remove the planks, like the spruce slabs, and then let the farm running. Alright guys, the lighthouse, the tower is almost done. It was not, well, what should I say? Yeah, it took some time, but it was more just of like repetitive work of doing the same over again. Don't mess up the counting. Changing between diorite and red nether bricks, and on top for the lightning I decided I just place copper bulbs and activate them. I was actually thinking about having some sort of movement or automation with some comparators and redstone lamps, yeah, I just felt it's having this steady light would make more sense once we will visit this place, and not having this constant light. But I feel after this lighthouse we will probably, it won't be the last one, and we can then do it. And one thing that is super important to me is I don't want just to finish the build above the water and then it will be somewhat visible that it's just a block in the water. Also below, like in the water, it should look like the place belongs there. It's built there. So it was somewhat of a tedious process, but ow, come on. Yeah, let's say in the end I had a lot of rotten flesh after this episode. Yeah, as I said, it's just going down and into the water, just somewhat like every other block or every second or third block, just move out by one block. Don't do it the same for every block, just so that it looks like a cliff. And yeah, it shouldn't, I mean, you see it below the water anyways, if you come there, if you fly there, if you go there by boat. So it just looks better if you take your time and doing that, and make the cliff there as well. But yeah, of course, it took me some time, and as always, I keep repeating that probably also in every other episode. Like, whoa, look at this! No, I killed the zombie Nautilus. That's sad. I mean, we already have them, but I wanted to keep that as well. No. They're so rare that they spawn. Ah. Well then, let's go back building. And what you also can see, like the main build, I really build it fully out of stone, so there's no gap with air or water. But now to have the rock into the water, I don't spend. Yeah, actually, I run out of stone. Never happened before. So my storage room after this episode, it was the stone chests. They were completely empty. So I didn't even have enough blocks to to do that. But you can see here, it already feels more of like this place is built there, and the water shaped it, of course. But also there's a lot of work to do, but you also see the lighthouse. It looks everything too clean, and we have not textured it at all, and that's also really something. It looks somewhat boring yet, and on the other hand, I think it will look pretty nice. And you also see a regular Nautilus that I found and tamed just to do some underwater stuff. And you can also see here my manual stone generator that I needed to build, because, as I said, I ran out of stone. I didn't believe this could happen. And texturing is exactly what we are doing next. That's also something I'm experiencing when you spend so much time texturing and really want all your builds not look too boring and have some, as I said, different textures, and it is somewhat a risk that you keep doing the same things with the same blocks all over again. So I try to change it up here a little bit, just slightly, so we keep doing it with stone and stone bricks in the beginning. But also for this place, what I wanted to do then, or what I will do, will also be like, I want to use more cobblestone, like bigger patches of cobblestone, and not just sprinkle them in. And also on the build, I decided not to use too many mossy stone variants. I rather than use a little bit more of andesite. But as I said, the base is always, or like also for this one, stone and stone bricks. So we do this all around on the floor, on the build. But I believe there's one friend that we need for this build to have an easy texturing, so that I don't have to build and rebuild with scaffolding all the time. Oops, never mind. So this means once we're down here on the height of reaching, or you know what? Let's go first. Let's do that now. Let's go grab our friend. I think he's still... Is it a he? He's still at the lumberjack village. So let's fly there. We're not that far away. And it should render in every time. There we go. Our happy cast. Because like that texturing will be so easier, like on the higher places. We actually don't have a name yet for our happy cast. Maybe that's something we should do once. Maybe there are some suggestions in the comments how we could name our happy cast. Maybe the harness with the glasses, there's some similarities. I don't use the happy cast that often, actually. And yes, it is super slow, like if you compare it to an elytra. On the other hand, I just imagine, I mean, I don't know like how many builds that will be here, for example, but looking at the left side, you can always tell like on the forest if it's a custom place or not, when we have wood, birch and spruce trees mixed in together. And slightly through the fog we can see the iron farm now showing up. We have the skull with the nether portal in it. The little castle that serves us as the mining outpost. And if you fly across some builds or some places that you created with the happy cast in this tempo, it's now also with the sunset, it's just, I love when the game slows you down that much. And actually, probably I believe we will reach Landfall, our lighthouse over there that we can start seeing now. When it's getting dark, so I will be somewhat excited to see how it looks during the night. And while we fly there, let's use the time as a little spoiler for the upcoming episodes, because building the villager breeder is somewhat of a side quest from building the lumberjack village. And one thing that I've been missing in the past episodes, and I think that's also a risk when you play the same world for that long, and you're also somewhat limited to delete chunks so far, because on PlayStation, and then especially if you have a Mac where you can't use Bedrock, it gets so hard to use any chunk deletion program. I haven't been on adventures that often yet. I mean, we have found a mansion back when we built the witch farm in the swamp, but we never went in there because I was scared. Back then, probably would have died 30, 40 times. We also have never been to a trial chamber. I think I already updated the game, so the sulfur caves should already be in. So we would have to travel probably a little bit into chunks that we haven't explored yet to find them, but also this would be something. We found a trial ruins that we could dig out or explore. So there's so much to do, so many adventures, and we have been building so much lately. So probably for the next episode, we will do something different. But first, let's finish this place, and I believe it is looking really nice already. That's a cool place. And imagine now, yeah, we fly here with the ghast, but what if we slow down ourselves as well, and instead of flying with the elytra, we will travel here by boat? This would look so sick once it's done. I'm excited. I can't wait till we're done. So let's place the happy cast, sleep through the night, and keep working. So let's finish the texturing here to see how this really works. As I said, I also want to add andesite and some cobbles, and I believe here that's the direction we want to go. That's the direction we want to do. But you see already here I have a little bit more cobblestones than on other builds, but I want to use then even like some places where we just basically only use cobblestones just to have some cobblestone patches. But this is somewhat of the texturing mix that I want to use all around on the build itself, but also, yeah, let's probably use it also on the rock that the build, or like the landmark is built on. But especially for the rock, I still believe there we should switch something. We should change something to what we usually do. And because it is, I mean, it is a place in the ocean, so there's like more water, there's wind, there are the waves working against. And one thing we haven't used that much now is, I mean, we already have 2 mud farms. 2, not just 1, 2, in case you missed it. And we have a crop farm. And there's missing a block. But we haven't really built that much yet with packed mud or packed mud bricks. And I believe, especially for the rock, this would come in handy. So let's go to our home village, because there we have the cube maker. So we will have more mud before we need to harvest or like dig it. What would be the right word? We went too far. Oh well, let's fly over home village. We have the barn there with the wool farm, the valley, and here we are. Haven't been here in a long time actually, and oh, there's no dirt. Lucky I took enough with me. Let's see if we can make it for the first time. Yes! So actually this farm is super easy, and you can just hold the button and it will spam through. Should we sleep? No, let's work through the night. That's okay. We're safe in here. It's always a risk. Let's destroy the block again and try again. No. Need to find the right angle. There we go. So let's fill up the cube maker first, and then I will come back to you once we have done that. Alright, look at this. So much mud, and it is somewhat of like this. Does this count as insta break? Probably, right? At least it doesn't take much time. I'm actually not even aware anymore like how many stacks of mud I get of a full cube. But we're already at 2, probably, if we will pick up all the blocks. Yes. It is it's so satisfying. Also the sound, it sounds just like... It is satisfying and not so. It's a mix of both, but... It is so much mud. And it goes so easy. 5. 6. How many stacks did we get? Should we... Yeah, let's finish it up here as well. This one, let's grab that one as well, and the one here on top. Oh, it's a lot of stacks. Actually, when I look at this build, it doesn't feel like I really finished that. I just somewhat stopped in the middle of detailing and texturing, so we have a lot of work to do in our home village, and probably also a lot of work to do that we can call it a home village once. Yeah, we will stay here a little bit longer in this world. We have so many tasks, and this is so exciting. And that's also something that you just experience when you play on a PlayStation. Sometimes it just takes some time for some chunks to load. That's okay. So let's fly to our lumberjack village. If you're not aware of that place, we started out here building the slime farm. Or well, it was the ominous bottle farm first, then the slime farm, then the cactus farm. Then we came back to this place to make this the lumberjack village, where we built the lumberjack builds around the tree farm. And in one of the last episodes, we built the windmill with the crop farm in here, which is working amazingly fine, even though the villagers have have a hard time making sure they keep finding their beds and their workstation, but for some reason it is still working, so we don't complain. And with all the packed mud and mud bricks, we are back at Landfall, and I want to add the mud bricks, the packed mud, just not in the build itself, but I believe this will look so nice as part of the rock. And maybe I could then eventually also sprinkle in some coarse dirt as well. While recording this video, I'm just getting somewhat distracted by a thunderstorm that we just have IRL outside here and having a super heavy rain. I don't complain about it after this summer. Sorry, back to the video. I actually love the combination. It feels like it complements the stone and the texture. Then, what was that sound? Is that the sound of the Nautilus? Yeah, probably just have to pay attention that I don't go too much overboard, but right now it just feels like that's the right way to go and to do. Well, don't remember what this XP was. So if we quickly go to my option of free cam and look at the rock, and this is so I like it. I think it looks so good. And also the build itself with the texturing, it's so crazy to see the difference. If you take your time texturing, it just stops looking so boring and plain. We're on the right track. Sorry, Mr. Happy Guest, can you please? Alright. We already have come a long way, but there's something that is bothering me, and I actually planned to show you that in the end as a little surprise of the episode as well, but for some reason it's not working. So I went back into my recordings and I saw I forgot to connect some redstone mechanisms together, and that means we need to fix it first, and by first I mean right now as next, and I will let you be part of it already now. So yeah, stop talking so cryptic, Tobs. I also implemented a little auto smelter into this place. That means you may have seen when we went into the free cam that there are some sea lanterns in the ocean. I created 2 kelp farms, and then I built a little circuit of like smelting. Is it smelting the kelp? And then auto crafting the dried kelp into kelp blocks or dried kelp blocks, which then also serves again as fuel for smelting the kelp. And once this circuit or this is full, we should then have an infinite amount of kelp coming up, showing up to the auto smelter. But you see, this block here was wrong. There should be a hopper leading into this, I don't know if it's a dispenser or a dropper, which then eventually should shoot out the dried kelp blocks into the bubble elevator. So yeah, we blocked up a lot of the work, so I need to carefully find my way back in. So here is the smelting, and you see we have a lot of kelps already in there, we have a lot of kelp in there. I can't show you the furnace because there's a bug that I can't go out of the furnace then just like that again. So but the kelp is smelting, we know that, and it probably should also, the auto crafting should work as well. I just believe the missing piece was this hopper here into the dropper, but just to be safe, let's, oh no, yes, so let's make sure that we will place that redstone as back, otherwise we would have to come again. So we need to go to the side by one more block in order to reach our auto crafter. I didn't expect that I have to come back here again, so it is so hard to navigate through again. At this time I believe nothing broke. Yes, one dust. You know what? I believe I also missed something. If we go down here, I think I didn't blocked up some of the slots in the hoppers for the first auto smelter. This means there will be so many dried kelp blocks, like the hoppers here, they will fill up all the slots. Yeah, so it's even just the first furnace working, and that's why I brought the stone shovels with, so that we can block these slots. And since we have an infinite amount of supply source to that, the shovels, I mean, they won't go into the furnace anyway. But now, why are you not going into the furnace? Do I need to break you and replace you? Let's try that out. We have a glass. Oh, okay. Let's take now. Oh, yeah, there were some blocks messing up the system. Now you can see it's filling up with kelp, and I need to relog into the game so that I can go out of the furnace. Then I always keep losing a little bit of blocks as well, so it's kind of annoying. I'm not sure if that has something to do with the classic shadows add-on actually, because there are some errors that keep showing up on this add-on. And to be honest, I believe at one point I might deactivate that one, and we could probably go to vibrant visual. But so far vibrant visual is just too bright for me, so I'm not sure if we really want to go there, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's something that it's a big decision, because I've been playing now with almost the same add-ons for almost 2 years, so it will take time to get used to that as well. So we need some more shovels to block up the last spots. So that the kelp will swim up sooner into the auto smelter, because there we have a lot of nether bricks waiting and also a lot of cobblestone waiting to be smelted into stone, since we ran out of stone. So let's go back again. Into our contraption. And maybe if you know my channel, you know I have 1 or 2 tutorials. So maybe this little auto crafting redstone contraption here for the for an auto smelter, I will maybe one point do a tutorial about it as well, especially if there's like any demand. So if it would pop up in my comments of people telling me like, hey, we would be interested in that, maybe I will do it, because it helps me a lot of automating things. And once you understand how this autocraft works, especially just for single recipes where you just need to fill all 9 blocks, it's getting so easier. So now we're getting somewhere. We're filling up now the second furnace, or like the hopper for the second furnace, with 1 stack of dried kelp blocks. And I believe once we are full here, we should see the top hopper filling up as well. So let's try that out. Perfect. This means we have a lot of kelp that if we place a hopper here, and we can see the redstone is working. And now also the large chest here shouldn't fill up that fast anymore, because we have now 2 furnaces smelting the kelp into dried kelp. These are just the little details that you can't just forget that thing so fast, and it will mess up something that you thought you'll never have to go back here. And it was somewhat then important to me to show you that as well. And let's see what we also need to block up. I just don't want to have any mobs spawning here. Oh my god, now they're just working heavy down here. That's the satisfying part with using redstone. Sometimes it's hard to understand why it's not working, and usually it's just one little mistake, one little misplaced dust or block that is missing, and once you find that, it's so satisfying. That's the wrong place to go up. So let's go up, and then we actually can go start working on the interior for the villager breeder, because that's actually the main goal for this place. We have so many different things built here, but we want to build a villager breeder here as well. So the interior actually for the villager breeder, I think I always said it in the last episode, it's somewhat of a risk of just have this permanent repetition and doing the same all over again. So on this one I just try to go a little bit more minimal, not having too much stuff. And one thing I really start to like a lot is using the beehives, especially in a place where you don't want to have villagers having random blocks, like when you place barrels, using them as job blocks. The beehive, they just mix up so that you don't have to place hay bales every time, because it wouldn't make sense to me to placing hay bales here inside it. So they fit in really nice, also with the bookshelves, so from the coloring and yeah, just, I mean, having stuffed boxes, that's something like everybody has and everybody had, so for me it just makes sense. And I also believe it looks nice. And actually this place for the villagers, I believe they don't have much nicer places where they have like the ability to step onto a little balcony and enjoy the sunset every day. Well, we can just ask our friends once they're in, so let's bring them up here. Actually, with this balcony, it's also like probably the easiest, it was the easiest villager breeder so far to bring them in. Except for me messing up the farm every time. And it's okay. So they already accepted their job blocks. That's amazing. So let's, before we leave them out of the boat, let's bring it back in with the fences. And, oh, we're still attached to them. Ah, never mind. They will drop. They will eventually just... No, they won't even get pulled to the fence. It just dropped. That's okay. So let's clean that up. Imagine forgetting this one and then having such a beautiful place around here and then having this dirt ladder going up to the balcony. So my way into the villager breeder is somewhat like, it just takes some time. So we need to go up here and then down here again, and then we're into the villager breeder, just to free them. Now let's get rid of this guy. And this is actually something they just implemented that not that long ago into Bedrock, that you just can one click a boat. Usually I had to smack it for, I don't know, 10 times until it broke. So it's a little thing, but that's quality of life. So let's harvest some carrots so that we can give it then to our friends here to breed. And we test out our breeder as always. That's a lot of carrots. So I'm gonna drop all the carrots to you, and then we wait. And I will just look away a little bit. Nice. Wait. Why is it a snowy villager, not a plains villager? Is there a second one coming? Again? Wait, I have to look that up. I don't understand what is happening here. Well, apparently I am in a cold ocean. And when you build in a cold ocean and breed in a cold ocean, you get snowy villagers. That means we just build a whole place that should serve us as a villager breeder. But that one, since we already have a snow villager breeder. Oh, talk about knowing the game, which obviously I don't. So now that means we have a nice looking place. And probably not today anymore, but at one point we will have to find another function for this, and we will probably then could get rid of that place here where we wanted to transport the villagers out of it. That's okay, we keep learning. But that means let's just add some leaves all around just to make it look a little bit more overgrown. I mean, the place will still look stunning, will still look amazing. It's just an unexpected side quest that we built now, Landfall, like somewhat of depending from which direction you come closer to our home village or to our places, that will just lead you the way with the lighthouse where you have to go, because we have big plans for building also a harbor, yes, but it should, I mean, yeah, we need a new meaning, a new function for this place with the villagers here now, because it's not a villager breeder, and that means I need to go back to the drawing board and find a suitable place and a suitable build for a plains villager breeder. Alright guys, it was a journey. It took, once again, way longer than expected, and it turned out not what I eventually intended to, what this place is. On the other hand, let me show you around what we all built, because I am super proud of this place. For once also took the time not to just stop and really try to detail and texturing a lot. So if you arrive by boat, you can't just come up here. And actually we can then later now place some barrels here as well, because it's not a villager breed anymore. So if we enter here the first room, we have, this is somewhat of a storage room. We still have our shulker mess, and in here, like all the dried kelp that will once then be too much and not needed by this smelter, that will be transported up here as well. And we actually have this turtle shell, and you see I enchanted it with every needed enchantment. So if I ever want to go to the water and build something there, or if I need something in the water, it's actually insane like how long I can stay under the water. But we'll leave that here. I mean, this is where we have our turtle farm, so it's the perfect place. And this room up here we will skip for today, because we haven't built it, and now I have other plans with what I initially had. So into the lighthouse we have the turtle farm, the turtle scoot farm, and we could go up to the lighthouse as well. And if we go all around the build to the backside, we have this little door. It's not that much, but you can see what you find here are, oh, there's a cobblestone in here, we don't want that. We see all the scoots and the seagrass, all the drops from the turtles when they grow and suffocate. So nice little entryway, and this rail was intended to bring the villagers back out to their dock once we need them. So also this room we will rebuild it once, and actually all the interior will rebuild it once, because it's not the same need anymore, because we're just having now 4 librarians, and there's a looting book. Do we need that? Well, we'll see what jobs they should have eventually. So I kept these 4 librarians, turned them into librarians, and I already have an idea for what I want to do, but I really need to bring that into some episode ready storyline. So we will work with this place, and this chest here, that's the input chest for the smelter. So if we want to have anything smelted, we can use this chest here. As I said, I really like how this looks. Let's go back to the auto smelter, so we don't have to go back down here to the netherwort farm room. Wait, there's one missing. Never mind. And we have a little crafting area down here. And here, these two chests, these are the output chests of the smelter. So you see, we have a lot of cobblestone in there, so still smelting all the cobblestone. But it's actually pretty, I'm super happy about that, because they will allow me to smelt a lot of stuff and don't need that much coal anymore. So, but that's it for today. It feels like at the moment all my Let's Plays, I mean, I have an idea what I want to do, but Minecraft is having other plans with my Let's Play, and I keep learning so much about the game with the cold ocean, that when you have a build and breed there, you get snow villagers instead of plains, and I wasn't even aware in which biome I was. So, I mean, it makes sense, but on the other hand, I'm super proud of this build. I'm super proud of this place. I really spend a lot of time just taking my time, using different blocks, never used the red nether bricks, and also never used the mud bricks in the way I used. So yeah, thanks for being part of this journey today. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you did so. Oops. Let me know in the comments what you think of this, and what you would like to see on this place here. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to be part of this world, if you want to stay connected, consider subscribing, and see you around. Cheers!